welcome to the Board Game Spotlight. My name's Jimmy, and today I get to show you Sea of Nadia, which is coming to Kickstarter. Now, this is a pirate game, and I'm so excited about it because I love pirate games. I love the lore, I love the look, I love what you're doing. You're going around, you're cracking open these chests, you got the bottles of rum. I just love this whole theme. And so when they told me about the game and I saw the artwork, I was pretty excited to be able to check this out. Now in this game, at its core, it is an action selection game. So at the beginning of the round, whoever is the admiral is going to be rolling these dice. And on these dice are certain numbers and symbols. And then the admiral gets to pass out the dice, and whatever you get is how many actions you have for that round and what special rules you have to follow. There are these 4 compasses that get changed out every single game. And so the replayability starts to add in already, because this round, if I ended up with the skull, well, what does that mean? And then on your turn, like I said, at its core, it's just action selection. So I've got a number of things that I could do on my turn. Or move your boat around the board. And they have these really cool boats that you get to move around the board, and then you're going to be placing these resources on top of them. And so on your turn, you can move your boat. You could pick up resources, you could buy a special ability cards, you can crack open a treasure chest. There's a number of things that you get to do. And now every single player also has an asymmetrical ability that they get to do. And what I love about that is I could play the game and I could see something that somebody else gets to do and be jealous of that. And so then that makes me want to play the game again and use their ability. And now you're not going to have any trouble learning this game because the rule book is incredibly clear. They've gone above and beyond to make sure that everything is very easily understood. And not only that, but they've actually added in some augmented reality stuff. So you can actually take one of these cards, scan it with your phone, and then right there in front of you, it super weirds you out, but you can watch this video play out directly on the card. It is super cool. And not only that, but in the rule book, the same kind of thing. You flip to a page, you scan the rule book with your phone, and a video pops up to tell you exactly what you should be doing. So if you're a visual learner, they've got that baked right into the game, and it's pretty cool. So what makes this game interesting or fun? The gameplay on it is really where it dives in, because on your turn, when you know where all of the items are out on the board, then you can already be planning what you're going to do way before it even comes to your turn. But the basic idea is that you're going to be moving your boat around the board and picking up these resources that you could do 2 things with. You can either use them to buy these special ability cards, and these cards will give you something that you can do instantly during the game or end game victory points. Or the second thing that you can do with these resources is you can, once you have them loaded up on your boat, navigate to an empty treasure chest. And there are 3 different kinds of chests. There's a gold one, a brown one, and a silver one. And each one of these requires a different amount of resources to open. Now, obviously, the brown one is probably the cheapest one. It only costs you 2 resources. And then you work your way up to the gold. And what is in these chests is going to vary based off of how easy they are to get open. And so that's what you're basically going to do, is move around the board trying to get resources and open these chests up. But a cool idea that they had is once you open up a treasure chest, or once you use these resources to buy a card, they don't just go back to a resource bank or into a cup off the side of the table. No, now you have to redistribute these items out into the sea. And what's cool about that is you have to make a very tough decision on, where do I want this very valuable red resource to go? I can't put it right next to my boat, so I'm going to have to put it somewhere else across the sea, and there is the spot where I'm going to put it that just happens to be right next to your boat, so lucky you. Or I refuse to place it next to you, so I'm going to put it over here, even though I really, really need that red one for the next thing that I want to do. And so every round it changes based off of how many actions you get to do, which compass you have to obey that round. And then they also have these bottles of rum that come up during the game. This might be something that you get to do, where you grab a bottle of rum and then it gives you something special that you could do. Like you might be able to take a few more actions, or you might get a special resource that you've been trying to track down. And so that kind of adds in a little bit more of the replayability as well. So you're going to get this game to the table pretty quickly. You're going to be moving around, doing your special special abilities and using your asymmetrical powers. And so I think that you're really going to enjoy it. But go on to the Kickstarter, check it out. Look for all the changes because everything that I have is just a prototype. And so check the campaign to see what I've missed or what has been updated. So if you have any questions at all, put them in the comments. I'd love to know. And if you end up backing this game because of this video, I definitely want to know that. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on the Board Game Spotlight.